Hi guys, this is our YouTube channel, Imagine Brawlers. My name is Ernest and here we are to talk about The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, the second season. And well guys, what can we say about this second season, three first episodes? Well, for me, for my personal opinion, these episodes had the same issues of his predecessors and in the first season. It's like the script writers haven't learned about this kind of lackness of interesting that some plots from the series, from the show, have on the audience. No, it's like they still have to come into fruition all of the ideas with a better script. No, because everything for me in the just like in the first seasons happened, no, it happens on here also. No, it's like these TV show, vibe in which you can breathe. No, it doesn't feel. I'm talking about in the script, no, in the dialogues thing, no, because of course they have amazing landscapes. No, Amazon have really put all of the money here. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful scenes, landscape, no, but the thing was that in the dialogues, no, in the development of the story and the plots, you can see that there is a lackness of interest from the script writers, and of course it follows in the audience. No, and well, for me, I want to talk about in my review about the big spotlights, the big highlights. I'm not, of course, an expert of this Middle Earth, on these Lord of the Rings books. I haven't wrote the books, but here I want to give my personal opinion, no? And starting from this great scene of this kind of like prologue, no, that it's like the way in which they gave merge into this second season. No, it's like, for me, it was really amazing. No, this kind of aftermath, no, of all of the events that the Silmarillion tells, no, from the first stage. No, the ones who have wrote the books have maybe acknowledged, of course, of this Morgoth and the dark forces war against these Valar forces, no, that represent like the heaven and good forces of this Middle Earth and this Tolkien world, no, and these elf forces, under the leadership of Arendelle, no. And for me, this first stage story, it is really like an interesting story. I would really would like to see it on the big screen one day, and it's like for me, it was like this first scene was a really a blast. This aftermath, of all of these events from Morgoth get defeated for the Balors, and we can see now there is a hollow of power, into these dark forces, it's like Sauron now, it's like trying to take the throne, and trying to keep himself on the head leadership for the orcs and the dark forces. And we can see here this, for me, the actor was really astonishing in his performance. This kind of Tom Hiddleston, Loki performance for me, because the actor is really in in a bit of the saintship of him, of Loki, in the face, attitude, all of this. Well, for me, it was really a great scene, all of the tension between the orcs, that orc that get into that little rebellion, and what about that thing of him, and telling the orcs, well, without me you are nothing. And it was really an intimidating figure, but what about this changing from the actor? It was, for me, it was really tremendous, because Benjamin Stark, it was the character that the former actor of Adar plays, in Game of Thrones, but here you can have this kind of changing from the actor really match more with this kind of like threatened figure that has to be this lieutenant from the dark forces, no, and this thing of him, no, crowning Sauron, no, and the big surprise, no, that he twists the crown and he then, puts the crown on Sauron's shoulder, no, and that thing of all of the orcs getting on rebellion against Sauron, it for me it was like a really a huge spotlight scene, no, and like seeing now that this great scene from here on, the whole season it's going to change everything. It's going to like in a really serious tone. Everything it's going to be like a Lord of the Rings really grounded series, no, and well, we can see that nothing of that happens, no. What can we say about this Venom appearance, no, on the Lord of the Rings universe, no? Well, here guys, I have to say that for me it wasn't like a really a weird thing, because I have acknowledged that Sauron King like take this kind of like shapes from a werewolf, some vampires, and even this kind of like liquid shape, no. But this guy here, it's like really Venom, no. For me, it was like a good, like featuring, because after the Orcs rebellion, like this kind of big exploding, no. After this, we can see that he gets this shape, no, this kind of like Venom shape. He gets to walk around, like Middle Earth, no, and we can see then, no, that he interacts with the poor woman at that walk, no. For me, it was like, he was going to, to absorb his body, but the thing was that he interacts with her, but he doesn't transform into her. He transformed into Halbrand, and it was like, why does you're putting me here? This, no, show me Halbrand into like a kind of like battle scene, and what this Sauron Venom guy interacts with him, no, but he interacts with the woman and get transformed into Halbrand. So
no question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
Guys, what can we say about all of this hard food and like the no Gandalf blood? Because of course guys, the series haven't like made this great struggle in which the audience might be like this intrigue, no, this controversy between who's going to be this character, no. We can saw it with Halbrand, no, and of course at the beginning we get to see that of course Halbrand was Sauron indeed, no, and of course, no, from the first season we get to see that this guy, this stranger guy, was like a proto Gandalf, no. But for me, this guy as a character, it hasn't communicated so much to me. The hard food doesn't like communicate a lot to me. I don't want to spend so much time talking about this, no. It's like they have been like persecuted because this cult in which you can see of course the actor, but like playing this kind of like dark sorcerer. So, and getting into the Moria and Khazad-dûm plot from the first season, I really get this plot as one of the most safeful plots from the series, this relationship between Elrond and during the fourth, and this relationship between father and son, during fourth and during the third. It was like they like the actors have like share a good chemistry. And getting like into the elves plot, well,
lo voy a acosar como no lo puedes imaginar.
We have like this Gil Galad, Liam Neeson guy that have like no big expression at all. We can see also this Círdan, this character that have like a long time ago here on Middle Earth, that have been witness about all great things. But for me, on the end, on that scene between Elrond and him taking the ring, it was like my treasure, my treasure. No, like reminding me to Gollum, and we're going to be able to see if the character does something, like interesting. And well, what about Robert Aramillo, this Elrond guy, for me, it's a great actor, but because of the script, he hasn't, like the good chance of getting a good performance as his character. But well, there is this battle and epic scene though that it's like to upcome and the season. And what about Galadriel? This so complicated, like being a criticized version of Galadriel, that having nothing to do with the Galadriel from the Peter Jackson trilogy and The Hobbit. No, it's not because of the actress. It's because of like the script writing. And well, what about that Numenor plot? It was like a complicated scene for me because for the start, this Muriel character, it's not a problem for the actress, but all of the dialogues and all of the performance from her, it's like everything, it's feeling, like a TV show, and there is no, like the groundness of character that really this kind of character deserve, And well, what about this Ar-Pharazôn, trying to posture in front of the eagle? For a lot of people it has been really fun, The ones that have wrote the books have acknowledged that these eagles are, like related with Manwë. And Manwë, it's this Valar, this kind of like divinity. But the one thing is that these eagles are, like representing all of the time, the will of Manwë. This, like goodness, divinity character, the fact that they appear, like in front of these Ar-Pharazôn, it's like he's blocking the eagle's path, for the eagles to reach, like Muriel, some of the, like worthier characters that there are, and that thing of, like the people turning into Ar-Pharazôn to supporting him, like. Well, for me, it wasn't a great scene at all. It was maybe, like because of the appearance of the eagle gets, like an epic tone, but when you realize the structure and the meaning of the scene, it doesn't have, like so sense at all. Guys, but if the series, like give us things, like this kind of like Sauron armor, this, like kind of like epic landscape battles, and if at least, like they'd give that to us, for me, I would be, like really pleased. Guys, this is the video, Sam. Please, if you like the video, give me a huge like on that like button. Please, if you like and want to stay, get subscribed, guys. And please let me your comments down below to read you. And remember, guys, that yes, life, it's not only one, but this one here. You have to live it, and live it in abundance. God bless you so much.